Hello, everybody. Yeah, the results are in, and the whole three console thing is done. Yeah. So full disclosure here, I am recording this on Thursday, the second week, and the reason being that I've been told that I'm going to have a very busy weekend, and so I thought, okay, let's just get this done because I promised this to everybody on Monday. So if you if you happen to have put in a vote today, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, I'm sorry, it's not getting counted. It started petering off anyways, pretty much at the end of last week, and I was getting a few. So either way, let's go into this now. So what was the final results? Okay, so I asked you which one you liked the best, second, third. Um, it was very close. Honestly, it was very close. The order of best was BAC. So yeah, so that's the order, and right behind it was actually ABC, and then the lowest one was BCA, and nobody really liked C. That was the only one where C was the second. Generally, it was the last one in the list. So, what consoles were what? Well, console A was a DP32 SD. Console B was the Model 24, the most selected one, the one that people liked the best. And console C, well, then that was a 2488. So what does that mean? So and yeah, so just in case anybody's wondering, I did, like I said, use I was going to try to utilize as much that the system could do. So if something had more of an advantage, such as the as DP32 has a mix down, I use the mix down. The Model 24, I it's analog. It's an analog board, and but yeah. So when I record it, so the DP32 is recorded 24-bit 48.8. I think I have that right. Don't quote me on that, but I think I have that right. The highest one, Model 24, was 24-bit 48.8 as well, because that's as high as it can go. And then the 2488 was recorded 24-bit 41.1 or whatever it is, because that's as high as it can go. So that being said, so yeah, so and once again, there are no wrong answers to this. This was an opinion piece. This was, what do you feel? There's nothing, and I didn't ask which one do you think is which, because I didn't really care if you could figure that out. A lot of people said that they felt, well, actually, I was reading on one board where somebody had gotten console A and C mixed up, and they said, well, this is the A is 2488 and C is the DP32. And that wasn't correct. So, but I did kind of find it kind of funny. I wasn't asking anybody what they thought each one was. Some people guessed the Model 24 correctly. Other people had said it was probably the DP32. Like B was bouncing between people saying Model 24, DP32. Either way, yeah, it was the Model 24. So the Model 24 in the end won out, and so and thanks for the additional comments as well. So for one thing, so let's go through them. So on the DB32, a lot of people said that they felt that mix was well balanced, and I will attribute that to the mix down and mastering system on the DP32, because really you can hone in on the EQ and everything, and you can make it sound good. Um, and so yeah, so that I agree with. But now the con part was weird because people said it was well balanced. People said it was clear, and then I had people saying, well, it was distorted. Okay, I don't know how that happened because you're listening to the same one. One guy said it was tinny. Okay, I don't know where that came from. So I don't know how that happened. So the Model 24, everybody said that it was the instrumentation was clear. You could hear everything perfectly. That's a good plus. I love that fact. So yeah, that's one thing which I really was like, oh, okay. I didn't really see a lot of cons on the 24. 2488, everybody, it was pretty much, people said, well, it sounded flat. It didn't have the brightness that the 20 Model 24 had, or the balance that the DB32 had. Yeah, so and a lot of these things could have been because I just the way I mixed them. I had people say that there was not a lot of difference. Some people say yes, I could tell a difference. Like this one was definitely much better than the rest of them. So either way, yeah. So I would say that all. So my thoughts on this was I thought all sounded decent. I have no complaints about any of them. If somebody were to put a recording up of any of the three on YouTube or on anything and not tell me what it was, I go, yeah, that sounds good. If you have the time to sit down and work on it, because it comes down to your output, your speakers that you're using. For instance, I'm so used to my speakers, that's why I was able to try to get them to be the same. Um, yeah, so that's one thing. But yeah, so like I would have I would have been happy with any of the three. But that's me. The Model 24 recording was like the sound quality of the recording was superb. I can't complain about it at all. It was clear. It made all my mics sound really good. Like and like I said, I used the same mics on everything, same configuration, same positioning. Nothing was different. But there was something about the Model 24. I don't know if it's the preamps. I don't know if it's because it's an analog mixer. Part of me wants to try and get my hands on a Model 12 because the Model 12 is digital. The actual board is digital, and see if there is a difference between recording that and the DP30, or not DP32, and the Model 24. Do the same kind of thing with just the two of them and see if there's any difference. So, do a smaller version. So, because the Model 12 can only do 8 channels, so then I do a smaller rendition of a song on that. But yeah, that's one thing I found. So then I thought, okay, well, what about the recording process? Because that's what people want to know. Which one did I like the best, second, and then third? Well, so I'm going easiest to hardest here. Now, this could be because I use it so much, but the DP32 I found was the easiest to record with. I don't know. It's probably mainly goes with the fact that I'm just used to it. I've used it so much, and I find that it has more features than the other two, and because of that, it was easier to record the way I wanted to. Now the Model 24, it comes in second. It's easy to use because it's straight, top down, nothing fancy on it. Like there were some issues I was having, but that could just be because I need to clean my Model 24 because of some of the things getting dirty. Like I did find that one day I had a weird noise and I couldn't figure out why. And then the 2488, it's nice. I don't know if it's because the screen is hard for me to read because it's faded. But yeah, it was not as nice. And so now the funny part is I've done a recording since that on the 788, and I adore the 788. I love that little thing. But yeah, that's another story. You'll see that'll be next week's video after this one. So once again, thank you everyone for your time to listen to the 3 songs. And I know that a lot of people listen to them over and over and over again. Yeah, I'm going to release them onto Bandcamp, so there will be a link in this video and a link in the comments as well to the Bandcamp site. And I'm going to release all 3 on there. And yeah, I don't know what else to say except thanks. Thank you for listening, and thank you for watching. And we'll probably do something like this again. I don't know when. I see how much time I have at some point, but that's what I'm working on. And I will talk to you all later. Bye.